Have you ever been accused of something you know you didn't do? Specifically, being unfaithful in love, of betraying someone you care about deeply, being falsely accused of cheating or dishonesty in a relationship is like standing on trial with no evidence, no jury, just the person you love staring at you like a stranger. And even if you're innocent, your heart races, your mind paces, and suddenly you're not just defending your actions, you're defending who you are. Today, I want to talk to you, the one who's been accused. We're going to walk through exactly what's happening underneath this emotional storm, psychologically, spiritually, and relationally, so that you not only understand your reactions, but also rediscover your power, your peace, and your path forward. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Amanda Haynes. And before we go deeper, take a second to like this video if it's already speaking to your heart. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss content that brings you back to your truth. First, let's be honest. It hurts like hell, not because of the accusation alone, but because it's coming from someone you've opened your soul to. Their doubt doesn't just question what you did, it questions who you are. You're suddenly seen not as the loyal, caring partner you believe yourself to be, but as a betrayer. And that creates a psychological crisis. Your identity, your self-image is on fire. According to psychologist Carl Jung, we all carry what he called the shadow, the parts of ourselves we don't want to see. And when someone accuses us of betrayal, it's like they're holding up a mirror to that shadow. Even if you didn't do what they think you did, a part of you starts to ask, could I? Would I? And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my video on shadow work for a little bit more in-depth explanation as to what the shadow is, how it manifests, and how to maneuver through it. You see, we all have a persona, a public mask, the good partner, the loyal one. We build our lives around this image. But when someone accuses us, true or not, it shakes that image. That's why it can trigger shame, rage, or that desperate urge to prove. But here's the miracle. When that persona cracks, we get the chance to meet the deeper self, not the performance of goodness, but the real you, the you who is whole, the you who knows their worth even when doubted. So what do you do when your partner doesn't believe you? When nothing you say feels like enough? First, breathe. You are not just fighting for your innocence. You're protecting your integrity. And integrity doesn't need to shout. It needs to stand. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel broken. But don't let that pain turn you into someone you're not. The greatest power you have is to respond from truth, not fear. If the accusation is false, let your life, not just your words, be your defense. Radical transparency, consistency, kindness, not performance, presence. As hard as this is, try to see the pain behind the accusation. Often it comes from fear, insecurity, or wounds from the past. That doesn't make the accusation right, but it does make the person human. So if you have the strength, say something like, I see how scared you are. I didn't betray you. And I want to understand where this fear is coming from. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to love without ego. Now, here's the part nobody talks about. When you're accused, especially falsely, there's a temptation to beg for validation, but don't outsource your self-worth. You are not only as good as someone else believes you to be. You are what you know you are. And when that's rooted in truth, in integrity, in shadow work, you become unshakable. Not perfect, not invincible, but real. Being accused unjustly might just become your spiritual initiation, the invitation to meet the parts of yourself you've never had to face before. Not to prove anything, but to become whole. If you've been through this storm or are in it now, just know you are not alone. And you're not broken. This is your chance to not just defend who you are, but to discover who you really are. Stay rooted, stay kind, stay true. The truth has a funny way of rising when you stop fighting and start living it. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below. I want to know what your experience has been like and how you moved through being accused of something you didn't do. And subscribe for more soul deep truths. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.